I like your thinking. He's already getting the OP loot. Yes. Speaking of, let's go ahead, and we're about to get you done in 3 days, and that's going to be a resistance comms. How much do I have? 226. I need to save enough to go ahead and get the resistance comms going, but I definitely want to get wet work. Oh, units gain +3 mobility for the first. See, that's good too. So there's things I want to buy, but here's the but. We still got to upgrade weapons. Still have to upgrade weapons. Cardiso, you are gonna get an auto reloader. I think so. Yeah, because with the suppression, makes sense to me. So wet work before the situational perks? Yeah. That's the one with the 25% increased experience? Yeah. It's best to get it early on. By the way, this is a Darth Vader coffee cup. So, I know, I'm a total geek. Perfect. How are we looking here? Probably would not hurt to recruit a rookie here before they impose that price on us. I think it's very smart. Since right now they cost 25 supplies. Yeah, just
Hail
because
to the king, baby.
Thank you for that follow. Just because I deleted the character pool, it still pulled them in anyway, because I guess it loads them into the game at some point whenever you start the game. So I'd rather recruit people that I know that don't have nicknames. Like I could get my wife's character in at some point. It'd be nice. That's not what she looks like though. Yeah. And then I am in here, but I don't really care so much about myself right now. I'm more having fun with you guys. I like that other barrel-like mug you have. I was going to buy one when I went to the Oktoberfest here, but it was more expensive than I expected. Now Oktoberfest. Germany invaded Brazil, huh? There's a lot of Germans in Brazil. It's, You're so funny, though. Huh. Okay. I like her. Yeah, I'm gonna recruit someone. That way we can at least get Gigi Lambo in. If anyone else wants to get their names added into the game as one of the soldiers, let me know, and I'll gladly get you in. So you just have to be a follower. Done. we'll put him through training. I really like that hairdo. You know what? I'm sorry. We're gonna get one more soldier. Let's just get you. This gives me the ability to manipulate more than one, but I'm freaking liking that. That is BA. So we may not, I mean, if no follower wants to take her, that's fine, but the Brazilian South is basically mixed with Europeans' descendants. Yeah, I bet they've lived like kings there. Same for Thailand. Germans immigrate. Yeah, my wife is from Caxias do Sul, so she's definitely South Brazilian, and her family's Italian. Yes, of course, Portuguese stems from Spain. Customize. Let's see. I don't think Gigi Lambo has his beard anymore. That's right. I think he shaved it. Where did I write his name down? Was it on the back here? Yeah, there it is. Lambo Carter. All right. I guess I'll leave the look. I'll leave it for now. He can next time Gigi's in the chat, I'll have him customize it for me if he wants, if he cares. Okay, we got Lambo Carter, who needs to go to sniper school. Lambo Carter wants to be a sharpshooter. All right, there's that. How are we coming on research?
Still hard at work on the current research
2 days.
priority, Commander.
And then he'll get a dialogue option because we came and talked to him.
Dr. Shen's constant vigil over my activities is starting to wear thin. I consider myself a patient man, but eventually, she's going to have to trust me if we're going to achieve our goals.
I can customize you more since you only needed the sword and eye patch. I'll look into it.
Commander.
Let's wait until I get the room built, and then we'll come back and buy more things.
As far as I can tell, Advent's technology, along with most of what we've seen going on in the city centers, is based on variations, and in some cases improvements, of the existing alien tech used during the invasion. Luckily, the more common this stuff becomes, the easier it'll be for us to find components that can work in conjunction with the Avengers' hybrid systems.
All right. 3 days. 2 days in hybrid materials. Sharpshooter training. Supply drop. All right. Let's go finish making contact with this what? More supplies. I love it. Thank you. I love it. But let's finish making contact here so we get 55 supplies on the next big supply drop. So that'll increase things, our income. Just a skosh. It'll be nice. I mean, I got used to the current look. Maybe it's better to keep them that way. It's a good luck charm. Resistant contacts, don't miss those. It's a free cap increase. Yes. Ah, the heat signature. Okay, let's get this done, and then this, and then we'll go do the supply drop, if it's still around. That way we can at least get this open, and we can work on the avatar here later. We'll come back to it.
Setting course for Sector 9, Western United States.
It's a free cap increase without the resistant communication. Nice! That's very good to know. I'm gonna do that next. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna change you. You've been very significant for us. You've been there since mission 1. You're the only character that's been there since mission 1. Investigate the Advent Black site. Okay.
Commander, we've established contact with the local resistance and we're ready to move on the alien black site on your order. Advent's been keeping this facility a closely guarded secret. We should make sure our troops are ready for a tough fight before we send them out there. I'm keeping tabs on all our operations, Commander. Our people are standing by for your orders.
I didn't realize you can move the map around with your mouse this entire time. I found that out today. I thought I had to click on these to actually get where I needed to go. I had no idea you could do this. It's like, oh my gosh. Out of my 23 hours in XCOM 2 before we put in a solid week of hours this week, I had no idea. So you'll get 3/4 after getting it to get another contact. Oh, you didn't know either? Yeah, I had no idea you could do this. Sorry to make anyone dizzy. I just obviously proving a point.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
All right, assign new research. So this gives our troops some more health. That's fine. And now we get plated armor after this. So my research priorities are, if it's got guns, do it. If it's got utility items that can do crowd control on the enemy and keep us alive and not dead, do it, number 2. And if it's got armor, do it, number 3. So now I think our research queue has opened up to miscellaneous stuff. So with limited resources available to outfit our troops, up until now, they've had to make do with whatever makeshift armor Shin managed to piece together for them from various scrap materials. Relying on methods that might otherwise seem outdated, we've developed a means of producing a multi-layered nanofiber capable of withstanding direct impacts, as well as any traditional armor without the added weight. Our troops will still have to exercise caution. Even the nanofiber has its limits. It may be best suited to our forces who rely on agility over pure stopping power. In any case, I imagine our soldiers will be pleased to see improvements over their current equipment. Cool. All right. But we still have to spend supplies to make them. So we might make one. That way our rookies, if we bring any fresh rookies or squaddies, always has extra health, I think. Need Proving Grounds. So yeah, Proving Grounds is going to come up after I get the Resistance one done. I think that's what I wanted. Hold on, I wrote a priority down for myself. Yes, I want Resistant Comms before Proving Grounds. Yeah. Plasma nades are so nice. Probably time for off or radio. I was thinking right before you got on, we queued up the nanoweave, and then I was gonna do this, and then this, and then this. I can't remember what Vipers give you. Oh, medical. Okay. This is Intel. And of course, Psionics gives us the forgot what it gives you, but yeah, that's a cost of 5 Valyrium crystals. If it gives you the Shadow Chamber, I'm not ready to build that yet. We're gonna go this first.
The Advent officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
I love that all the armor is still on, of course. It makes perfect sense. I mean, when the game developer was doing this, he couldn't like strip him down a little bit. I mean, I don't know. Vipers get better med kits, so. All right. We got 2 days. Power relay is fine. We do have one engineer not doing anything. Right? I should have the other engineer start working on something immediately. That's a power coil. Okay, so we could always do more power there. Yeah, we should always keep the engineers going. And that way, when this is done, I'll have one be building it, and then the other one can go over here and help this person out. So perfect. Viper Kid. Oh, yep, I already read that. We haven't saved it in a second. Perfect. Let's get the resistant communications being built. That is that rim, right? Yes, I want to make sure. So this increases the number of regions that we can make contact with. Further contacts can be gained by staffing an engineer once construction is completed. So more contacts means more supply drops. More supplies means more things we can build and upgrade, so that's why this is important.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
We're fine. I can always staff this to give it more stuff. Okay, so we got a free slot. You're gonna go there. That brings it down to 10 days. There we go. You got 8. Perfect.
I take it this was easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind. As you can see, the data is nearly identical.
They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Or a weakness?
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
You'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live Advent officer.
Like I said,
Not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
Need to capture one alive.
Added.
That's the equivalent to the satellite uplink nexus on one satellite, pretty much, but if you don't need to defend the region. Hive mind. Yep, in XCOM 1, it was always a struggle to aim for min-maxing with those uplinks. Yeah, and skulljacking. That is tough stuff. Because you have to put a troop in position, like a sword attack, in position to skulljack something, which exposes them. And the subject has to be alive, meaning you can't go balls to the wall. You actually purposely have to save the target for last, which could be a turn, an extra turn of it shooting you. That's what I don't like about it. I've never liked the skulljacking. So construct a proving ground facility, complete, use it on an officer.
We're making progress, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest findings.
The Advent captain seems to provide a means of stabilizing the link between the local subordinates and the Advent network tower itself.
As Anjin pointed out in chat, it's considered a free instant kill. Yes, when you go skulljack someone, they're done. They're out of the game. It's just leaving them alive on purpose instead of just going for the easy kill. But you know, it's a different tactical situation. You still have to put someone up there at risk it being exposed. You know, I mean, you can't skulljack them over cover. You have to go and flank them and skulljack them. So, and usually flanking them means you're putting your back to potential enemies. You know what I mean? So, I've never liked it. Thank you for the bits, Pew Pew. Hey, thank you so much for the lurk too. Perfect for specialist. Oh my gosh. I forgot that it gives you a hacking perk. It does. I totally forgot that. We could give it to Doomsday since he can't kill shit, but maybe he can skulljack something. For the main mission, maybe on a Ranger, run and gun, skulljack. I was thinking Ranger, honestly, but we could make Doomsday more effective. We could give the guy some nano weave and a skulljack, and he just might keep his name. Yeah, I think I did it with the specialist as well. On my first, I think I had 2 skulljacks. I think I had one on a specialist and one on a ranger, because it's so situational. I wanted to make sure I had the opportunity to do it. Alright, physically larger and more tactically capable than a subordinate troopers, the Advent officers administer a system of control over the troopers through a carefully engineered psionic link augmented with a mechanical implant, which we just learned. From my initial examination of the commander and a careful review of the information gathered on the alien containment area, I now have a theory as to how the system was established. It's my firm belief that the process of psionic control was specifically engineered to allow rapid development of tactical information drawn directly from the subconscious mind, in this case, the mind of our very own commander. So yeah, they were using us, like I said, in our tactics and everything to further their troops' warfare efforts. But since we've been removed from the network, that is decaying, meaning they're forgetting the information, the vast information that we once had in their network. With this hierarchy in place, tactical knowledge stored in the depths of the commander's mind was processed and transmitted to the Advent's officers, who in turn directed the troopers and other subordinates. With the commander no longer attached to their psionic network, it's difficult to say how the orders are being dispersed at this point, although I'm sure the aliens have planned for this potential contingency. I believe it may be possible to tap into the network, but it would require the use of a living Advent officer to function as our conduit. To facilitate this task, we've developed a new device. It's actually not a new device, it was an XCOM 1. The Skulljack, which would be capable of disabling an officer. From there, it's simply a matter of hacking the officer in the field, although I won't speculate as to the outcome. Alright.
Commander, if we're going to try to build this Skulljacks that Tigan came up with, we're going to need a specialized facility to test it out.
Oh. Instant, huh? This gives us battle scanners. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Mech for next tier gremlin is also nice. And stun lancer for next sword tier. Yeah, thank you again, Pew Pew. Thank you for the bits and thank you for the lurk love. That's so freaking awesome of you.
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised its most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet. Despite a thorough analysis, I have yet to discover what, if any, advantage the Advent hybrid soldiers' enormous eyes provide. Testing their visual acuity will no doubt prove difficult.
So the most public face of Advent security, the standard Advent trooper, serves in a first response role in areas of high public exposure. Although rumors... My headset keeps sliding. Although rumors as to their origins have persisted for years, it's only recently that we've confirmed that they are in fact the product of a human-alien hybrid development. My initial autopsy indicates that the troopers were at one time entirely human, implying some means of gradual genetic enhancement without the rejection concerns that would normally plague these experiments. The body itself maintains a general outward appearance of a typical human, with the most crucial changes occurring in the cranial structure. It is my belief that the Advent troopers receive their orders, that is to say, are controlled directly through the psionic link engineered as part of the genetic modification process. As we first discovered in the field, the eyes are notably larger, perhaps as an unintended side effect, as they seem to provide only limited improvements to the troopers' visual acuity. The aliens have managed to disguise this glaring physical trait from the general public through the use of cleverly designed armor. Okay, we got many things to spend our supplies on. New research. Let's get that radio going. Stun Lancer. The unique stun lance could be adapted into a weapon our rangers are already training to use. I like that. Mech breakdown, I have familiar, and I'm hoping that once we pulled it apart, it's able to mirror some of their advancement in our own weapons and robotic systems. Ooh. We need this, and I'm probably going to do this next.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Alright, let me get caught up in chat here. King of Kings! What's up, man? I'm doing good. Glad to have you. You missed out last night. I had the red bandana on and some war paint, and but tonight I just wasn't feeling it. I'm a little pooped out from
picking up some weird
the whole day.
Sounds a little like German, but it's hard to tell.
Thank you again, Pew Pew, for the bits. Thank you so much, and thank you for the lurk love. That's awesome.
Commander?
I have 101 supplies. takes 30. I definitely want one battle scanner. Definitely. And 30 supplies for that. And I need one of these as well. Still need to get weapons upgraded for the snipers. Thank you again for the bits again. Are you purposely watching commercials and then coming back and spam? Yeah, you are. You're so funny. I used to do that. Well, with I used to do that with Pew Pew as well. I'd hang out. It won't let me watch commercials anymore. I probably need to check. But I wouldn't spam them. I'd just stick it all at once. But yeah, here comes the spam. I see it. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. I do appreciate it though. I do. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Golly. Okay, as Pew Pew gets ready to pew pew his spam there, I do want one battle scanner. And sadly, we also need one vest. Okay. I'm good with that.
To have a habit of scratching that scar on the back of his head. I wonder if anyone made sure his chip was actually removed.
That's a interesting thought about his chip. Need new bit animations. Yeah. I need bits. I need my logo touched up on. My logo has some dark shading on it, as it was basically the person that did my page took it, and obviously they didn't edit out some of the black in the background. So if I had Photoshop, I'd do it myself because I know how. I've used Photoshop before, but I don't have Photoshop here at home. But yeah, I need my logo touched up on. I need some more emotes. I need some cool. My computer needs upgrading too, but hey, that'll come later. But yeah, so I need all kinds of things. Well, yeah, I have different bit animations. It's a good point, King. I mean, yeah, they're based on the bits, sure, but I think I know what pew pew means. Well, King queued up 100 bits, so if you stick around after the spam, everyone will get to hear me sing. And no, I'm not going to sing for you live, but you'll hear a pre-recorded singing session. So 100 bits is the milestone to hear me sing. Okay, so you are done. Carry on. We're fine, people.
Commander, the aliens are still moving forward on the Avatar project. Taking out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.